Hi everyone, how's it going? This is your host Jesse, aka Jeezy, aka whatever you want to call me, and this is Up Next Podcast. Just want to say hi and hello to the audience, and we got our most viewed guest because you actually gained the title over Michelle.
Really? No way.
It's Gaby. Hey, say hi, Gaby.
Guys.
And Michelle.
Hi, I'm jealous now.
Yes, you did have the highest rating show.
Really?
By one view.
By one. I beat you by one.
Yeah, I haven't checked it recently, but yeah.
Okay.
So what's new?
That's good. What isn't new?
Yeah.
Life.
Let's talk. Let's chat. Let's
taking it day by day. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what have you been up to?
Just trying to recover from the accident still. My
Really?
leg's still broken. The prosthetic, they're giving me a hard time. I got in another car accident.
Another one?
I didn't tell you about it?
No, I haven't heard anything.
My car got totaled. I know.
Shut up.
I swear.
How did you total it? Was it your fault or someone else's fault?
I was driving. I hit a parked car. So.
You hit a parked car? Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. Well, my
I'm
audience
fired.
is just glued to their ears on the speakers.
Okay, but it wasn't my fault, though.
It wasn't your
really
fault.
Wasn't. It
the parked car came out of nowhere, huh?
Yeah. It really did.
Wow.
I know. My friends were drunk in the back. They distracted me, and they were like making like.
Drunk too.
I was not. I really wasn't. I wasn't.
Okay. I mean, if you were, we all make mistakes. So.
No, they were drunk, and then like one of them wanted to jump out the window, and Taylor was with me, and she like took off her seatbelt and yanked him inside, and then he started making like this noise that he couldn't breathe, and I got scared, so I turned around for a second and I asked, "Do you want to go to the hospital?" When I said that, I hit a parked car, and I'm like, "Oh, I guess we all going to the hospital." Like, wait, we all taking a trip right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no serious injuries, anyone?
No serious injuries, just like some bruises, and that's it. Luckily, little Benjamin wants to say hi.
Oh, say hi, little Benjamin.
Hi, Benjamin.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, we got quite the audience today.
I know.
Yeah. He's so cute. I can't wait till my little man gets to be that age.
How's your dad life going?
Dad life is good. I'm gonna say like maybe because I have the support. I got mama support. I got grandma support. I got my mama support, and then I got my sister and everyone helping out. So, you know, like the other day, like I had to go to Vegas. Amanda had to go to Lake Elsinore. Dropped them off at grandma's house in Moreno Valley, and then just, you know, family loves them. I love taking care of him.
Oh, he's so cute.
Yeah, he's a cutie.
He's a cutie, yeah.
Yeah, he's getting
like
big.
my baby fever when I saw him. I was like, I can't. I'm too young.
Yeah, he was in like a chubby position like this with his second chin, but he's usually more cuter when he's all like on his back and he's looking
When you don't
up.
see the double chin.
Yeah, when you don't see the double chin. When he's a little more like laughing, giggly, looking.
He was giggly.
A little bit.
He was a little giggly.
He just
cute.
woke up, so he was just kind of like, you know, very zoned out.
Yeah.
He's just like, I just woke up. Like, what's going on here?
He
Like,
just sees a lot of people when he woke up.
Yeah.
He's like, who are these girls right here?
But he loves when people come over. He loves, like, you know, interacting.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Aw.
Yeah. But dad life's good.
One day I'll be a mom.
Yeah.
One day.
Oh, you'll be a great mom because you're very caring.
I hope so. I hope so. Michelle's like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, not in your head.
before we can even get to mom life, I mean, you got to meet Mr. Right or somebody, right? So how's
I
that
have
going?
no hope for Mr. Right anymore.
No?
Honestly, I don't.
What's going on with your dating life?
I don't know.
What's the chisme?
The cheese man?
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah?
A lot. Small details. Okay, what can I say?
Yeah, what can you say?
I don't know. I just feel like everyone always stays in the talking stage, and just because they're in the talking stage, they think they could go around sleep with everyone, and
Well, I mean, technically, there's no commitment. It's still just the talking stage. I mean,
I
that's why
know.
if you were already committed, that'd be kind of psycho-ish.
I know.
Like,
But,
hey,
like-
we're talking. You're not allowed to talk to anybody.
Yeah, but like okay, I talked to someone and he was allowed to go talk to everyone else and like sleep with everyone else, but as soon as I did it, I was the bad one.
But then that
I
gives you
was
the
like-
indicator.
I
Like,
was
well, you know what?
Wait.
maybe not for me.
So I was like, I wasted my time. I have no hope.
It's
I
like
have
when
no
people
hope no
keep
more.
showing you who they are.
Yeah.
That's who they are. It's like, that's some people like, oh, well, but, you know, there's all these red flags, but there's this one green flag that I really
I know.
like.
Focus on the green flag.
I know.
I remember Taylor told me, she's like, you're single because like you're so attracted to the red flags because your favorite color is red. I was like, okay.
I was like, okay, I had a guest like last week, and same thing. We were talking about the red flags and the green flags, and it's just like, okay, I mean, like, what is it? I mean, what is it that is it like girls think like I could fix them?
I do. I personally believe that everybody has a good heart and you can fix people's problem. I feel like the right person needs to walk in and fix them. That's what I think. That's why I was like,
A lot of people have demons. That's all it is. They're demons that they're fighting with inside, and they meet that right person that helps them through that. Exactly.
Rawr, demons come out.
thank you, Benji. Like
Okay.
she said, like Michelle said, everybody has demons, and people who have good hearts like us, we try to fix them because we see the best in people. We don't try to see the worst in people. Like,
Want to, yeah.
yeah, we don't.
We should.
We should see them and like not waste our time, but like our hearts are like, no, like, you know what, we could fix him, or no, like they're such a nice person. In reality, nobody else sees their that side of them, you know, like. And I feel like that's where we mess up, and I'm like, time wasted.
Well, I don't think any time is wasted, because any time it's always a lesson learned. It's always like, okay, you know, it gives you that much more step to wisdom and seeing how people really are, and then just you get to kind of just experience that and kind of like, okay, put that in your back pocket, and you could learn from it, and you could just kind of avoid those type of people. You kind of just learn the psychology of people, how they operate. You can see the patterns. Once you distinguish the patterns.
Once you dealt with like, let's say like a narcissist or something, now you know, okay, I could like. He says that he hates that word. He hates it.
No.
Okay, no, I'm saying if you dealt with one, now
those
you know when you
terms-
could see one. Like, you know, like
the
you see
terms are
same-
used too loosely.
Yeah.
Could be narcissists too.
Okay, because
Yeah.
literally, if you Google what a narcissist is, it will tell you just someone in love with themselves. That's literally what a narcissist is. But people like to lump in
Other stuff.
other
Other
stuff,
stuff,
and they hit you
yeah.
on the way, and they're like, "You guys don't know." Yeah.
TikTok.
It's just because I
Yeah.
know the definition of it. So when people start using it loosely, it's like
Yeah.
that's not the definition of it.
Yeah.
TikToks they got going on with the narcissist stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but exactly that. People start or using gaslighting. You know, like, okay,
Gaslighting.
yeah, it's like, okay, I get people like, you know, hype up whatever or lead you on. That's
Lead you
gaslighting.
on.
They lead you on and then they don't deliver.
There you go. Yeah. That's what's going on.
Anyway, what are the goals for this year? Since we're still in 2024, March, or no, I'm sorry, we're already in April. Like, what do you see yourself for the year? Like, what do you want to do? Travel or anything you
My
want to
goal
accomplish?
has always been to travel, but honestly, right now I'm just taking it day by day. Like, obviously, I have goals. I have this bachelor degree that I want to get to use, you know, like, but like, I don't really have anything like planned out yet because of my accident. I can't. Like, before my accident, I had everything planned out. Like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna apply to this. Like, at this time, this month, I'm gonna do this. Like, but now it's like I have to wait to see what happens with everything, and I'm taking it day by day. So that's why I'm like, goals. I have goals, but maybe in like 5 years.
Hey, if you're taking one step in one direction, that's still, you know,
Yeah.
progress. So just, you know, little by little.
Day
you
by
know.
day, just take it.
Yeah, you're
with a
very ambitious.
with a smile on my face. Just
Exactly. Because, yeah, I mean, the world wants to have more and more happy, cheery people because there's so many assholes that are grumpy out there.
Yeah, everyone's so.
Yeah. Oh my! I don't know if I shared this or not, but I had like this moment where one of my clients actually caught me on a bad day where I snapped at them, and you know me, I'm very chill.
Yeah, you're chill.
I'm
You're a
very chill.
person. I was like, you snapped
But
at somebody?
no,
Hold
I
up.
snapped at them just because they were asking me something that really was just kind of like annoying because like I already updated you. It doesn't matter. But the point is like I saw I fucked up.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like, literally that same day, like later in the hour, I apologized. I texted them. I'm like, hey, you know what? Sorry, I had nothing to do with you. I was under stress over something else. And even so, when I met him again, I reiterated it. I was like, you know what?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like, that's not me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to think that's me.
And if people truly know you, they know that's not you.
Yes.
Everyone just has those moments where they're like snap.
We're
like,
human.
Yeah. Everybody has those moments.
And then a lot of times it has nothing to do with that person you're snapping on.
yeah, it's like you're
It's
going
just-
through something personal and you're just taking it out on whoever's in front of you. And you're
Exactly.
like, yeah, I know.
Exactly.
So I know, like, I know when my friends are doing that to me, like, sometimes they, like, snap at me out of nowhere, and I'm, like, all giggly, and then, like, I want to cry, but I'm like, wait, no, they're just going through
yeah.
something. They're just
Yeah,
going
they're
through
going
something.
through- exactly.
Yeah, I was like, don't cry, Gabby. I was like,
Yeah.
'cause I'm such a sensitive person.
Aw.
That's why I was like, don't yell at me.
Don't yell at me.
I can give you advice, please. I need to carry a box of tissues with me, because dang.
Yeah. I get it, but yeah, you just got to remember that it's a lot more than just kind of what the situation in front of you that's going on. It's always something else.
Yeah.
I always learned that, like, just with dealing with people, because in the construction, people are just temperamental, because guys are more direct. They're more assholey.
They're more assholes,
Yeah.
especially if they, like, work in the sunlight. They're, like, more like,
Oh yeah,
ugh, like,
Yes.
I just want to go home.
yeah. They'll
They
just
like get
won't give a
super
fuck.
moody. Little baby.
I know.
Walking around this room like
He's got a ball of energy. I can't wait till my son gets to be his age, so he's gonna be running around.
it's the chocolate he's eating.
Oh, I know. Give him more chocolate, more popcorn.
More chocolate. No, go to sleep. Hold up.
Yo, mama. Yo, daddy.
That's my puppy.
That's your mama, your daddy. I'm not the one.
I'm not the one. You know what you should do?
What's
you
that?
should do the question thing. I loved it when you did that.
Oh, I know,
I know.
huh? Here, let me jump on that real quick.
I know. Sometimes I'm like, where's the question thing?
I got all the juice in the drama. Hold up. I don't even need questions. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna take off my sweater. It's hot. I think it's.
That's why I opened up the window.
The whiskey.
There you go. Boom.
Alcohol does raise your temperature.
I know.
All right, how about we go with this one here? If you won $10 million tomorrow, what would you spend it on?
Traveling. Traveling. Out. What?
Damn.
She said
$10 million? Dudes are giving it away for free, so
Yeah.
it ain't worth no 10
They're
mil.
that desperate. They're like, here you go.
There you go.
You don't even need like $1 to get
The market is saturated.
You I was like, you can still get the D and travel with that money.
Exactly.
What kind of interviews?
Huh.
What would you do with it?
What would you
What
do,
would I do
Michelle?
with $10 million? I would honestly pay off the house that I have, give it back to my mom and dad, make them live in it, and then I would buy a beautiful, nice home. Not on the beach. I feel like that's just too typical. Maybe more on the beach, but like up there in like a cliff. And then I would buy nice cars, and then me and Nate would just roll around and look for trouble all day.
What
Okay.
about me? I'm always looking for trouble.
Huh.
Oh yeah, I got to.
Wow.
I mean, like, you know.
I mean, I guess. I'm part of the package. You can't get rid of me.
How about this one? I don't think you ever answered this one. Tell me about 3 most influential people in your life and how they impacted you.
Oh, Lord.
How about that?
Trump first.
Oh,
Trump.
God.
I'm just kidding.
Influential. Michelle, for sure. Michelle, for sure. I feel like ever since I met her, I've like,
Okay. Definitely.
I've grown a lot. She's taught me a lot through life, like life lessons. And that's why I'm like, she's older than me, you know, but it's like, I love that because I feel like I'm really mature for my age. And a lot of people tell me that. And I'm always like thankful because of her. Like, you know, like I'm mature because I hang out with her. She like, if I do something stupid, she'll like knock some sense into me. Like, you know, she'll give me this advice. She's honest with me.
That's
So I
good.
feel like her.
Who else?
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's it. Thank you, God.
Jesus. Okay,
Jesus,
that's
the
2.
Bible.
Okay. Yeah, he's got some great teachings.
Don't feel like my dog.
My dog.
Your dog.
Because he listens to. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
No,
Great support animal.
I don't know. I would name like a star or something, but I really don't.
Well, someone you would maybe model yourself after.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, who would you see as someone like that has inspired you?
Kim Kardashian.
The booty
The
on
Kardashians.
The booty on fleek.
For real. I want her booty. Ay.
Okay. How about you pick one?
What's a good one?
Let me see. Ooh, what about number 13?
Number 13. If you could go back and give your 18-year-old self one piece of advice, what would it be?
Don't be too nice.
Don't be too nice. Wow.
Don't be too nice. Because
Okay.
I feel like I am too nice and people just take advantage of you. And little by little, they're breaking you down. And it's like, even if you're too nice, you always end up looking like the bad one at the end of the story. Because those people are just so, like, evil that they'll twist everything around and make you look bad.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think I remember telling somebody this, like being too nice or too trusting. And then I kind of realized, like, you know, no, that's kind of a bad thing. Like, keep being that who you are, because there's already a lot of people that are very more reserved and cold and have been jaded by their experiences. So, like, you know, don't let the world beat you down. Like,
I would never
keep being who you
change
are.
my personality. I would never stop being nice, but I just won't be as trusting anymore. You know, like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Maybe
like
that's
I'll
it.
stay nice. I'll, like, you know, but like once you cross the line with me, that's when I'm like, I don't
yeah.
even say anything back to you. I'm just more like, if I have you on social media, I'll just block you and just like,
Well,
you're done, you're cut off.
It seems nowadays just everyone is just it is so easy to just drop people or cut people or block them much more faster than it was like back then.
Yeah.
You know? I don't know. I mean, what do you think it is nowadays? Like, are just people just using other people for convenience, or?
Yeah. And I feel like that's just like the generations have just gotten harder for people, and people are realizing that.
Yeah.
So they're getting more tougher. They're finally like standing their ground. They're finally like, no, like, they're finally able to say no or like be honest with people. Tell them the truth.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, that's right.
About what?
About anything, yeah.
I feel like the reason why, I feel like the mankind, you'll just say that, mankind, I feel like their love is just not the same anymore. I was just thinking about that the other day. Like, I was thinking, like,
By the way, let me pause real quick.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever listen to the episode again?
no, we're bad.
No?
We were supposed to listen to the episode.
It was good. The last episode that you were
one
on
that
here.
he just listened to.
The one you
one
guys
he
did in
just-
November.
Yeah, I listened to it like 3 times.
No,
Okay.
he said
But
recently,
recently.
though.
Oh, recently?
Yeah, because I knew you were going to be here. But yeah, that was kind of the thing. Like, you were like, Jeezy, what's up with men?
Yo,
That's
no.
kind of like where you started. That's
you know
why I
what?
brought
Probably
it up.
because I was going through a lot then. But can you grab this? Or just this? Because I don't want it. Okay. But I feel like, honestly, I just feel like the love of mankind has grown so cold. I feel like a lot of it has to do with 2020. I feel like I've seen a lot of change after that. I feel like a lot of people just got tired. They started knowing what they wanted, what they didn't want. A lot of relationships
After
ended.
2020?
Yeah. I
Okay.
feel like a lot of relationships
Well, yeah, I
ended.
mean, we all just kind of were on pause.
Yeah.
And everyone just took a look at each other and just like, you know what? Like, yeah, I don't want to be around you.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Or just like, you know what? I want more for myself.
Yeah.
In a selfish manner. So
and
I
if you
guess
think
some
about
people,
it, we were on lockdown for how long? We would say
about a year.
About a year, right? But
And
that
change.
could mess somebody up. Think about it. You put somebody in a jail cell, it even changes them. Okay?
Yeah.
So I feel like we were all in a jail cell. I feel like
Yeah.
nobody can trust anyone. If anybody even sneezed or farted, you had a disease, you know? It was wild.
Well, we didn't know what it was.
Yeah,
That
exactly. It
was
was
the mystery
wild.
of it.
It was wild. So
Anything
I feel
could
like
happen. We could have turned to zombies and
I wish we would have, because I was
You know?
ready for that.
hell yeah.
I would have went for the people I didn't like, even if they weren't zombies. I'm like,
would've-
nah, hell, no, they were zombies. You didn't see what I said. They tried to bite me.
The apocalypse is here. You know, let's start shooting some people.
I know. You know what? So I feel like that changed a lot of people, and I feel like it sucked for a lot of people in the age of, like, maybe I want to say 13 all the way through the 20s, because I really feel like that was the time they're discovering themselves. And I feel like a lot of people, because they didn't have nothing to do, depended on like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, you know, all those websites, porn, all of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, here
Oh,
you go.
man.
Yeah, it was, the people were streaming, you know, and you're like a mother.
You know, like people will pay just to see me on camera.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
hey, come here.
right. So that's when all the For You pages, all that stuff was just
let me
developed.
back up
You know,
you keep saying For You.
What is
are you
it,
talking about?
OnlyFans?
Yeah, it's OnlyFans.
Okay, you know why?
You kept repeating it, even though I kept saying
Okay,
OnlyFans.
you know why? I guess it's because I don't have it, and I'm really not that into it, so I always forget the name of it. So it's like,
No.
I thought maybe you were
It's
like
because she's
the
mostly
TikTok.
on TikTok, so
For
it has
your
like
pleasure,
that For You
FYP.
page. It has like that little section that says
For
For
You
You.
page, yeah.
So she like calls it like For You page,
I
the For
get it.
You page.
Okay, I think that's what it was.
but if you're a guy, obviously you're gonna correct me, but you mean the OnlyFans, like you just did.
Well, I kept saying that.
I'm like, yo, I'm a girl.
I didn't
don't
know what you
care.
meant by it. I was like, what?
No, it's because like I really forget the name over and over because I've never been on it. I've never really like streamed or anything. You
I
know,
got you.
but you know
okay,
what?
check
Yeah.
this out, because there was like chicks that honestly got paid just to do their laundry.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Just live stream and like, oh man, this girl's getting paid just
Yeah.
to do their laundry, just to
Yeah.
live their life, and
But
it's so crazy.
That's how bored people were. They had money stacked up. Think about it. We couldn't even take trips. I mean, I was taking trips. I was all bad. Remember, I was like,
I was
gone.
still working, so yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I wasn't. I was traveling.
Well, my work was making me travel.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I was going to Reno. I was going to freaking Sacramento, Oxnard, or not Oxnard, Fresno.
Yeah.
So yeah, all over the place.
But I really feel like it really transforms a lot of people's mind. And I feel like they're
Mm-hmm.
barely starting to break out of that. And I feel like there's a lot of trauma from that. So I feel like
Definitely, like abuse went up like 100-fold.
Yeah.
yeah, 100%.
Types of abuse.
You know what? I think even if I'm standing correct, I even feel like a lot of behavior got stuck inside people. What I mean by that is like I feel like they just changed and they didn't have that chance to release a lot of that stuff that they were feeling or anything like that. A lot of people became toxic. I mean, you just name it. I feel like
past trauma.
Yes.
I feel like
Maybe
humans
they
not
were
to
all
be
balled up.
locked down. We should just not be locked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, like for me, it's like when you brought up the abuse, I was mentally abused bad. So there's like some words that I can't hear, or else it like there's some words that I'm like if I
Triggered
hear
by
a person, I'm triggered. I'm like I'm
Yeah.
literally I turned mean. I turned into this. I think Michelle pulled it one time, and I was like, don't fucking say that.
It's your
Like,
fault.
like-
What?
Okay, so she told me a word, okay?
Okay, what?
So, you know how, like, you tell stories? We tell stories. And we're always, me and Gab tell each other, like, everything.
Mm-hmm.
You little bitches. So stop talking shit about us. So, that's a shout out to you, Sotos. Ooh, did I say that? Yeah, I did. So, anyways, you know, they talk a lot of shit. But, anyways, we're gonna save that for last. So, tune in last. So, I feel like, honestly, I forgot what I was saying.
You were just
I
in
was
one
so into
direction,
it,
and then you go.
Yeah, I'm just messing.
Well,
No,
you
so
were saying triggered by words, right?
So we just triggered by words. We tell each other
Like,
everything, right?
what
so
triggered?
she's like, she told me his story, anyways, and she was called. So she kept seeing that. I was like, damn, that's fucked up. That person shouldn't have said that to you. That's messed up. But then it was so, you know how like it gets stuck in your head. Now it's in your vocabulary, right? So I was like, oh, stop, don't part. And then she looked at me and she was like, and I was like, dude, she changed into this person I've never seen. I was like, oh, I needed the Holy Spirit, the Holy Bible, and some holy water. But you know what? No, she's right. Those words obviously really triggered her,
Yeah.
and that is coming from mental abuse. When you're mental abused by any in a relationship, that stuff really sticks with you. But as soon as that person that you love or you adore, you looked
Yeah.
up to, or you spent time with, or you had a closeness with, or an emotional connection with, that person can really tear you down as a person, and it's sad. I've seen it.
No.
yeah, that's what I was like. That's like I saying a word.
A word.
You gotta be real though with podcasts.
I know. There's other words. There's a lot of other words that like
Yes.
you use, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, or like,
You know,
Mm-hmm.
that's one of the main ones that really hurt her anyways.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's just like the way he said the aggressiveness, like you saw it, like
Yeah,
you heard
the
it,
malice,
the tone,
intent, and just being
yeah,
aggressive.
and like I literally walked around calling myself that word. I was like, oh my gosh, I am this. I am, and like my friends had to like slap some sense
Yeah.
into me. I was like, no, I am this because
Yeah.
of this, because of that. Yeah, I started believing it, and that's when the mental abuse comes.
And you know what? I've had these conversations with other guests too. So yeah, you kind of like you know, abusive ex-husband that would just kind of constantly bring down you know, the person, and they start believing it. Like, that's not true. Like, you're very smart, you're very capable. But it's sad that, you know, it's like you gets thrown inside you so much that you start to believe it. But you know, in the reality, it's like your opinion is the only opinion that should matter. It's like how you feel about yourself. No one should change that. No one should have that power over you to affect you in that sense, to make you doubt what you feel about yourself.
And I feel like that's something people should remember, but it's hard. It's hard when you have like this emotional connection with this person that it's like, yeah. That's I'm like, oh, sad life. Oh, yeah. That's what was happening. Next question.
Next question.
Next question.
How about something? I'll rephrase this number 26, but I'll say like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Hopefully, I have my prosthetic by then.
Okay.
And
full robot.
Yeah. Well, I tried getting it, but insurance is giving me a hard time.
Okay.
I'm like, you know how the insurance gets. So
but yeah, you know it's crazy because I've been seeing all these crazy prosthetics on YouTubes and TikToks where it's just like
they wanted to give me like the higher
easy.
like prosthetic, the one where I can like grab
move
stuff,
around.
I can go to the gym, still work out.
Uh-huh.
I know.
You should have like a little rocket one.
Exactly. I'm like, what'd you call me?
That
like,
is so awesome. I said no.
Shoot him for me.
Exactly.
The power of no.
I know, but sadly, the insurance, you know how they get.
Yeah.
They're like, no. I was like, okay. I know. So I was like, okay. So hopefully, like, I have at least a prosthetic and just have my career. But for sure, I want to have my family already. Like, I want to have my family. I'm like I said earlier, baby fever is like in my blood because I'm like. And like Instagram's mean because these reels that be popping up are like all about babies at Disneyland. I'm like, oh my god.
It just feeds into it.
Yeah,
you like one video, it's like here's 1,000 more.
I know. I'm like, I'm about to delete Instagram because of that. Like, no, hell no.
It's gonna happen when you least expect it because it always happens that way. When you stop trying and when you just like
that's true.
Because you know what? It's like things happen naturally, organically. Where it's like, you know, if you're not out there, it just kind of pops in front of you where you don't even realize it.
I know. I'm like, one day, hopefully before I'm 25.
Yeah, I mean you're so young right now, so you got plenty of time.
I'm 23.
You're gonna be 23, right?
I am 23.
Oh, I thought you were only 22.
I'm gonna be 24 in January. I just turned 23.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like I got 2 years.
Yeah, super young. Yeah, you got all the time in the world, you know.
I know.
I'm gonna be like 50 and still tell myself I have all the time in the world.
It's crazy because our generation is actually like more younger. Like looking, and it's crazy because they were showing it on TikTok and Instagram. They're like, yeah, this generation just looks super old. And I figured out why, because everyone used to smoke back then. Like everyone in the 60s, 70s, 80s, it was so cool. Like, hey, we're going to go smoke. And yeah, smoking just aged you like a motherfucker.
Yeah, you're right. No, you're for real. That shit happened.
Yeah.
All the friends that Michelle introduces me to, like at the gym or something, I'm like, how old are you guys? They tell me they're like, oh, I'm 40. Or I'm like, what the heck? They look like they're like 25. They look like they're my age. I'm like, damn.
I think our generation is a little more vain. Maybe we're just like taking care of ourselves more.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, we want to look good, you know? I want to show what the filter shows. You know?
I could tell. I'm like, damn. I look old for my age.
I think we don't take life so serious, too.
Yeah.
Because
we had the best time.
Yeah, we still act like kids ourselves.
No, I don't even care. I feel like if you grew up in the 90s, like you had the best time. I mean, you literally were riding your bike. You went through ditches. Yep. You were with your friends at stores. I mean, you really soaked in the best of times before social media came along. So I feel like you really took advantage of that. And I feel like that's what kept us young. It kept us adventurous. It kept us just with a different, we really did grow up in a different mindset. See, you gotta remember the new generation, unfortunately, they didn't get to endure all the, because now you gotta hide your kids, hide your wife. You know what I mean? You gotta be careful.
Because they're raping everyone out here.
Yeah, raping everyone out here. So
literally, like that.
Literally, you can't even let your kid. You cannot allow your kid to go outside and be like, "He's gonna be fine. She's gonna be fine." They know better than strangers. It don't matter. At the end of the day, the way the world's got so bad, you just can't trust anything. But in our time, we were in the streets, and our signal was, "Hey, when those lights go off, your ass better be inside."
Better be home.
Yeah, and then I would sneak it a little bit. I'd be like, "Oh, it barely went on.
It's
still sunlight.
Like,
I can still play outside." So it was a different vibe, and it was definitely a period for us. So, but your guys' your generation coming in, definitely. Nah, you guys didn't experience.
Well, maybe
what we
it's all a conspiracy. Like again, let me put on my conspiracy hat. You know, it's like if I was a government worried about my people revolting against me, I'd want them slow, fat, and dumb and isolated.
Wow.
So I'm going to put them, I want to put them in an isolation situation where they're over here, not gathering, not organizing. In other words, like shit like that.
What's that? Okay, what's that? I'm going to tell you.
Go
What's
ahead.
that? You reminded me of Waldy.
Yeah.
Wally.
Perfect
Wally,
example.
Right? Wally.
Wally.
Okay, I can remember what it's that when I watched that movie, I swear the first thing I thought was, damn,
That's our future.
Americans, that's what they're doing to us. They want to fatten us up. Think about it. If you look back at stuff, you're going to look at videos of in the army, all the men were slim. You look at I was looking at this TikTok. They were showing everybody in the 90s and the early 2000s. They were all skinny. The girls were all skinny in their bathing suits. But now we have like hormones injected to our foods.
Yeah.
And like people are getting big and people are watching TV. You see them in the exercising, but I mean, you're going out there and making bad decisions still. So we're not really as slim as we used to be.
Nope.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like girls have it a lot easier because nowadays, like, a lot of girls are just into, like, this BBL or, like, plastic surgery or, like,
oh, my
God. Let me get
so
my
many
lips done and they look like a
Butterfaces out
fucking
there.
duck or something. Like, damn.
Michelle, what's a butterface again?
Nathan told me this. He said, you got everything but a face.
There you go.
Butterface.
Yeah. So many there on Instagram that you see just like, oh my God, like, yes, you went to the doctor because everything else but a face.
Yeah.
It's like you can't change that.
And then they post themselves like if they worked for it, like worked out hard. I was like,
at
shut
the
up. There's
gym.
actually some people actually working out hard at the gym and trying their best. And yeah.
Not me. I got surgery and I was like, let's go. I was like, whatever. I'll pretend later.
Well, you only had one kind of surgery.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you ever get a surgery, like another surgery?
Okay. I would never get a BBL because I don't need one. I've always had a booty, so I don't know. But girls that got it, like, they look good. I'm not gonna say it. Just don't get a Kim Kardashian butt because that's just overdone. Or Nicki Minaj, you look crazy. Would I ever get
Too
a surgery?
big and little legs.
No, I wouldn't. Would I ever get liposuction? No. I feel content. I feel that I'm so content that I feel like I could be a porn star. That's my dream. I'm gonna live it out. I'm gonna live it out. But yeah, rather than that, I feel like I feel content. I feel like I had one
comfortable
surgery
in your
with my
own skin.
stomach. Yeah, and you know what?
That's it.
Went to go tattoo my body like crazy. And now I wish I could see my natural skin.
I'm a fan of natural skin.
Yeah, yeah. You know, a lot of people are. You know, a matter of fact, I'm a big fan of natural skin. I love natural skin. So when I look at my body, sometimes I'm like, damn, did I really have to tattoo all that? Did I gotta go that crazy? But then I love what somebody told me because I told that person, I was like, don't go crazy, don't tattoo like I did. And that girl, when she turned to me, she said, you know what, Michelle? She said, that's your story, though. That's written on you. Like,
True.
what happened? And I said, you know what? You're right. And ever since then, and that only happened a week ago. Okay. So I was talking to her about it. I was just trying to tell people, don't get all the way tatted like I did. Cause I miss my belly sometimes, or my belly, I think mainly, not really my back. It's not like I see it. So, I think I just miss seeing my natural skin a little bit sometimes. But then I'm like, nah, it is my story. Cause when I have, like, when I see the clock that I put down there, I reminded myself when I did that time is precious.
Time is
and
precious.
that you never know when it's your time. You never know when it's somebody else's time next to you. That's why I think I'm a really loving person and I'm a really forgiving person. But you know what? I still want to fuck up a lot of people, though. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
I think we all do. We all want to just put
Yeah.
out that aggression. Which, by the way, they have this. I don't know the name of it, but it's a little room that you could rent where you could go rage.
It's called Break.
Yeah, it's like a rage
Break.
room, I think.
Yeah.
Where you could just break bottles and boards. And,
Yo, okay, we did. There's one in Temecula.
I think it's Menifee.
No, there's one in Temecula right there.
Menifee or
It's-
Marietta?
Yeah.
Marietta, Temecula.
All I
same
know is
area.
if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna put pictures of everybody I don't like. Like, you know.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Break a bottle on
I'm gonna start bashing them, and it's gonna probably encourage me to go to their houses and bash them. See, it's kind of weird because it's kind of funny and ironic. I could sit here and be like, I'm a loving person, I'm a forgiving person, but I think I'm to the point where there's some people that has done me so wrong that I just don't. It's sad to say it. I'm of God, and I should know better. But I'm being honest. I will not. I don't think I'd forgive them. Like I don't see myself. I forgive them, but I can't. I'm not going to forget about it, and I'm not going to just let you back in my life like that. And one of them is my son. Another one is my sister. Another one's my mom and my dad. And my other sister, I feel like they did me so dirty that I just couldn't see myself letting them back in like that. And they're like, your own son? I was like, dude, my own son didn't invite me to his own wedding. Like, you know what I mean? And it was funny. Like, I was threatened pretty much that I wasn't going to be invited to this other wedding, right? And I was like, and excuse my language, I was like, you think I give a fuck about anybody's fucking wedding right now when I wasn't invited to my own fucking son's wedding? You think I'm going to give a shit out of anybody's anymore? I'm not going to care. Like, the biggest thing already happened in my life. The biggest thing that I grew up and I raised that fucking kid. I raised him by myself when I didn't have any help. And to be robbed of the one thing that you want to see out of everything in life is your son happy. Your son, and he was happy. He loved Brooke.
Yeah.
And I wanted to be there. And guess what? When you hear your fucking family's there, when you hear your fucking enemies are there, that shit hurt me. And to hear that your friends were there without you, he fucking hurt me. He knew what he was doing. And you know what? I don't see myself ever. I forgive him because he's ignorant, selfish, and he didn't realize what he was doing. Because if he knew what he was doing, like God once said, if you knew what you were doing, then you wouldn't be doing it. But I feel that he was so blind that he couldn't see what he was doing. Because if he really had opened his eyes, he would look back and say, damn, you weren't there for me. But my mom, she fucking ride and died for me. She
sometimes when the young, they just can't empathize. They can't see.
100%. I was there.
They can't empathize as far as being able to put themselves in your shoes. I mean, they're just thinking of themselves, how they were
100%.
affected, and how they see things. And just, you know, again, with time, you know, eventually down the road,
but you know
I
what,
hope he sees it.
You're going to learn this, though. When you raise your child, which you have the opportunity to do, God has given you an opportunity to raise your child. I raised Andrew with good morals. I thought I did. Good stuff. I always showed him forgiveness. I took him to church. I mean, you name it, there was that. So to see that betrayal, to see what he's done to me in front of my family, for me, that was complete fucking humiliation. And I got sick after that. I got sick for a whole week, like I told. She knew it. And you know what? This is something I've been wanting to talk about. One day he will hear the sadness that he's caused me, and my world has shifted. And I don't feel that I deserved it. I was a good mom. I never aborted my son, even when I couldn't afford him. I went through hell with my son. My son knows better. Like I said, I didn't have help from my baby daddy. I had to do all that by myself. And I got him a car when he graduated. I did everything for this kid, for him to turn around and do what he did to me. I have no appreciation. But you know what? It's okay, because I feel in the end, we're gonna learn. We're all gonna fucking learn. And he's gonna learn. Oh, he's gonna learn. He's gonna learn. It's gonna hurt his heart one day. It's gonna hurt his heart one day, because he knows I have never done that kid dirty.
He'll be a parent. He'll see it one day, and he'll know that, you know, it's like that. You're gonna be able to see through, you know, your parents' eyes. I'm seeing it now, like all the little things. I'm like, oh, okay, now it all kind of clicks. It's making sense. You know, kind of being like, man, you know, it's like. Yeah, you're putting a lot of eggs in your basket to your kid. It's like kind of like, you know, it's like you have the power to hurt me like in an instant.
100%.
I know for a fact, like I hear you crying. It's like, that shit fucking hurts my soul.
Yeah,
so,
and you know what's crazy? Yeah. And I'm gonna be honest with you. You don't ever think that. You never think your son or daughter is gonna do some things like that. You never think of the ahead of time. You just look at your kids and you want the best for them. You want to see them in college. You want to see them with good stuff. You want to see them house, whatever it is. All the good stuff you wish for them. And you never think. I never thought in my whole world that my son was going to hate me and not ever want to talk to me. I never in my whole world, never thought that.
Again, he just just didn't know any better. Probably just, you know, again, just looking at through his eyes only, not empathizing maybe how you felt, what you were going through, what you went through, what you know, probably, you know, just didn't see it.
You know what's something that's so badass that came from it though? What? It's so badass. My son, I heard a knock on the door, boom, 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 after the wedding that happened. I was sick. I had a fever. It was like 102. I'll never forget it. And I went downstairs and it was Nathan. And right when I opened the door, he walks in and he is bawling like crazy. And he just falls to his knees, like literally. And I'm like, what? I'm scared. I'm like, what is going on? Like, I'm thinking something happened to him, right? And he said, I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. And he just keeps saying it, and he's shaking his head. And I'm like, Nathan, what happened? I'm thinking like, dude, did you crash my car? You about to die right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
I
like,
would think the worst.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, this kid's about to die. And like, and then he told me, you know what? He's all, I tried, Mom. I tried to tell them it was wrong. I tried to tell them at his wedding what they were doing was wrong. And when I seen him dancing with Rebecca, which is a stepmom, he's all, everybody was crying because they knew that it should have been you. And I was crying. And my dad, I guess my dad was talking shit, saying that I deserved it and that I didn't deserve to be at my own son's wedding. So fuck you, Dad, for that. But I thought it was wrong. I will never fucking forgive my dad for those fucking words that he said ever. Because I would never, ever fucking wish that even on my mom and dad. When I wasn't talking to my mom, she still came to my wedding and enjoyed it.
No, that's a moment I'll never forget either, because I was there. I saw when he called out the stepmom who was never there for him. He called her.
You were there at the wedding?
I was there at the wedding. I was there. I was like, you know what? I want to see who shows up. I want to see how people act when they see me, because at that point, a lot of people were already hating on me because they saw how close I was to Michelle. So I was like, I'm going to show up. I'm going to see how it goes, how people are treating me, how people are acting. And when he called up that mom, and I turned to my right, Nathan's crying. I turned to my other left, even little Arlene is crying. And then I was like, I'm about to cry. I was like, I'm about to cry. I feel so bad. And I had my friend Monique with me. Yeah. And I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm leaving. Yeah. I was like, I'm leaving. It's not fair. I'm like, she doesn't deserve that. Like, the way that he called out that mom, like she was the best mom in the world, like she was always there for him. I was like, that's fucked up. Like, I'll never forget that day. Yeah, he said that.
And one thing he said, this right here, geez, I have to get off my chest. He said this. He said, I would like to think, I mean, this came back from my son, Nathan. He said, that's why Nathan was pissed and crying. He said, Andrew said, I would like to thank my mom of love who've never forsaken her son. That's what he fucking told her. Yeah. I couldn't fucking believe my son. So I was thinking to myself, okay, so she gave you fucking love. But where was she? Where was her motherfucking money when I needed you? Where was Frank's money when I needed you? Where the fuck were you guys at when I needed you? You weren't there. This is bullshit. I don't know what you're listening to, but that's crazy. And the mother of love? Really? And you said forsaking you? I never, Jeezy. Everybody knows my character. I never have forsaken Andrew. And you know what it is? I'm going to be real with you, because I heard this. He told me before. Andrew's going to know this. When he hears, he's going to know this. He knows this. He has always been jealous of Nathan. He's always thought me and Nathan had a better relationship, which is sad, because, you know, I used to think the same thing with my mom. My mom loves
sibling rivalry.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to keep it 100. This is what I love about podcasts, because I feel like you could be yourself and you can say whatever you want.
The platform is to open. It's therapy. Like I've always said, like, it is. You know, if you got something to say it.
Yeah.
I want you to talk, open up.
I'm not fucking ignorant that my mom and my dad threw me away a long time ago. They did. His favorite daughter, my dad, I would say that I am my dad, so. But my mom, she obviously loved my sister Desiree the most. She's with her all the time, and Vanessa. Me and my mom never had a good relationship. I'm not gonna put her out there why, but I wish to this day I would do anything to have a mother. I would fucking give up anything to have a mother. I want to do nails with someone. I want to do my hair with someone. Unfortunately, I don't have that. My dad, I don't have that. They still don't talk to me. Ever since I divorced, I don't talk to them. And I feel betrayed by them. And because you know what? My sister, I told Gab straight up, when I see my sister, the fucking first thing I'm going to say to Desiree is, you disgust me. You disgust me in every way, because when you fucking left your first guy, Sal, just because of what the reason she had to, she fucking left him. Did I sit there and say, because he was my friend before Desiree, I didn't say, hey, you left him and I really liked him. He was a really good uncle. I can't talk to you anymore. But that's what she fucking did to me. I like Caesar so much that I'm gonna go kick it with him behind my fucking back. And then I don't mind that. Fine, go kick it with him behind my back. But the problem I had is that she withheld her own children from me, and I wasn't allowed to see them, and I'm still not allowed to see them, except Alyssa, because she's grown, and Desiree can't stop that. But you know, I had a dream about, literally the other day, that I was at Olive Garden, I saw little Jacob, and then he ran up to me because he hit me by accident, but I didn't know it was him, and then I looked down and it was him, and I was like, Jacob, and I was right there in Menifee Olive Garden. And he said, Tia, he was so happy, and I hugged him. And he said, how come you don't come and see me anymore? And then I told him, I said, your mom just won't let me. And I remember that. There a lot went on in my dream. It's too much to tell. But just the fact that you would take that away from me.
Yeah.
I was the best fucking Tia in the world, and you took it from me.
Yeah.
Selfish.
I get you.
She's selfish.
And it's sad because we were both there for like little Jakey. We would go visit him random. I would
Absolutely.
like buy him random presents. I'd be like, hey, let's go take him to the park. Let's go take him for ice cream. Let's go, like, you know. So it sucks. I was really like close to that little boy too.
Such an adorable boy.
So he's so cute. He's so smart. And it sucks that he's loving. He's a loving baby, you know, like, and it sucks that he's growing around all this hatred from his own, like, family. Yeah. And he's going to grow up thinking that we abandoned him. And that's what makes me sad. I was like, I don't want that little boy to think I abandoned him. I was like, I did a lot for him. I was like, I would literally want to go see him still if we were allowed to, but we really aren't allowed to because now nobody answers our messages. Like, even just to go see him, it's like,
I know.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully when they get older, you know, they'll see it, because I know it sucks when you're little. You probably, who's there and who's not there, and you obviously think, okay, well, this person's not there, so but as we get older, we kind of realize there was more to it, what's going on, like kind of like an absent parent that's always working. And it's like, yeah, they're not there, but you realize why they weren't there, because they're working, they're trying to provide for you, they're trying to give you the things you want. So sometimes I know a youthful child won't see those things, but as they get older,
they're so innocent and loving,
it.
You know, they don't see like we see. They're not wise enough though yet, you know. And like I said, you know, when I got robbed of those things, you robbed me of who I was because of that. And I, like I said, I wasn't mad because my sister kicked it. If she has a relationship with Caesar, good, because she really does. It's cool. But like, don't take it from me. And when I asked Desiree, I said, you know what? I said, I just want to be a part of your life. She's all, I can't. She's all, you changed. And I'm like, dude, one of the greatest scenes because of that was, aren't you supposed to fucking change? Am I supposed to always be the same? Or did you mean, Desiree, because I got a little fucking skinnier, I tatted my body, I showed more skin, I took care of myself, and now that's the fucking change? Oh, wait, no, Michelle went to clubs. She drank a little bit. Bitch, didn't I always have fucking parties? Wasn't I always a party ass bitch? That's how everybody knows me from all the way from young all the way up. So nothing's really fucking changed except for the fact that I left Caesar, except for the fact that I started kicking it with, you know, more of my peeps and, you know, with maybe the younger crowd, we would call it. And just going out there and being myself, you know, really. But I think it was more, I couldn't think of anything else, but it has to be jealousy. My mom and dad, I mean, you know what they did to me? They fucking didn't even let me over their house on Thanksgiving. They invited my ex over there, Caesar. You guys were over there that one time before. Yeah. And you know what I did? She knows. I called them and I said, you know what? I was all alone. And I said, you know what? Can I come over? Can I come over for a little bit? You know what they fucking told me? My own mother tells me, you know what, Michelle? No one wants you here. You cannot come. And you know what I did? When I hung up that phone, I threw my fucking phone. I broke my whole mirror. That's why I had to get a second mirror. And I crumbled and I cried. I was alone, but they wanted my ex over there with my kids, with everybody else, and I was stuck alone. And you know what? It wasn't my first fucking time with this family, and I'm so used to it, and I should be used to it. But the rejection just never gets old. You always feel the rejection. You never understand. I'm like, wait the fuck up. You know what trips me out? I'm like, Jeezy.
Words and action have a long repercussion. And
I said to myself, hold up. How the fuck could I be the only child that has got married, got a house, got my life together, got my cars, my degrees, became one of the highest and principal. I mean, I'm not sitting here bloating about myself, but I'm proud of my fucking self for coming where I came from. I came from selling damn drugs to having nothing, to having everything. And thank you, God, it's to Jesus. But let me tell you something. How could I be the most ugliest duckling of the family? How could I be the most undesired, unwanted? Could it be that I'm the only fucking child that doesn't?
You're the most vocal. Yeah. You're the one that, you know.
Yeah, like, please, Michelle, shut the fuck up. Don't talk. That's what my mom wants. Well, shut up. Don't tell all my dark secrets about me. But, you know, I confronted my mom.
It's a Hispanic culture thing, too. It's like you kind of sweep things under the rugs. You don't talk about it. You
my mom was white.
Ignore it.
My dad was Mexican. Look. I don't care. I'm going to put it out there because this is what it is. I don't care if anybody wants their business out there. Business is business. At the end of the day, my business was put out there in front of everybody. I think my mom resents me because I totally ratted her out when she cheated on my dad. I got resented after that. I got resented even before that, to be honest, because I was just my mom didn't like my dad because my dad wasn't the greatest dad of them all. He was very abusive, and he was a drunk, pretty much. I don't care. I'll put it out there. I'm gonna tell you why, because one day my story is gonna be put out there, and I'm not gonna care because I am who I am. But my dad overcame it. He became an amazing man. He did. He became my dad. I always looked up to my dad anyways, because my dad was a very businessman. I knew what I wanted. I'm gonna get that house. If I want that house, I'm gonna get that house. I want that car, I'm gonna get that car. And I always respected my dad's hustle. I respected who my dad was. I respect who he is. He came a long way. Especially I would go crazy too if I had a wife like my mom. I'm sorry, with the shit she put my dad through, the debt she put my dad through, I would go crazy just as he did. I would drink just like he did. My dad had to afford doing what he had to do because my mom took money where she shouldn't took money. I'm not gonna go there, but let's just say that my dad had to owe it back. We got robbed of our Christmases. We were living very poor. They used to make fun of us, like my cousin Sal and Chessie and them. They used to make fun of us because Valerie would actually have to give us like hand-me-down clothes, and when she would give us her hand-me-down clothes, I was like, "Yo, let me look at those," because like we never got shit. So I was like, "Dude, she always had bomb clothes because she was spoiled." I used to shop
at a thrift store myself, so I feel you.
So and it was funny because we had this one jean jacket. They call us the jean jacket, the big ass jean jackets. They would always make fun of us that we always had those because we were so poor. But my dad did the best he could do in the situation that he was in. So I seen a lot growing up. I was resented for a lot, being vocal, like you said. But when you're my age, seeing the shit that you have to see, you tell me how vocal you're going to be after. You tell me if you can't stick up for yourself. You tell me when your mom leaves to LA and leaves you and you have to fend for yourself. So I still needed my mom. When she left to LA, I still needed you. Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, did I cause my mom turmoil? She had to come all the way down because I fought in school. Who wouldn't be doing that? When my mom was going through her situation, doing the best she could because of my dad, and then saying, "Look, I became who God meant me to be." And I feel that if how do you say, Nathan's very vocal. I don't hate him because I love him because of that. I love him because.
Well, you want your kids to be vocal, to stand up to themselves, because if you're not, then. When you're quiet, someone's going to want to take advantage of you, and then you're not going to speak up for yourself. You're not. So, be vocal. Be able to how to verbally defend yourself when it comes down to it. Don't be bullied in that sense because there's a lot of insulting, jousting that goes on with our group that, we throw insults back and forth for fun, but you want to be able to throw it back. Yeah, of course. And let me tell you something, Jeezy. This is for everybody out there. This is a learning experience for everybody. Let me tell you something. If you have a son, daughter, sister, uncle, aunt, I don't care who they are. I don't care what decision they make in life. I don't care if they're fucking homeless, a porn star, a stripper. I don't give a shit who they are. You can still love them. I know you could still love them for them. You know what I mean? And I feel like say for instance, the only worst thing I did in somebody's eyes was party a little too much. You can't fucking love me because I partied a little too much. Oh, wait, hold on. I forgot. I divorced Caesar. You can't fucking love me because I divorced Caesar. Look, if my sister, Desiree or Vanessa, was fucking homeless, I still love you. You left your fucking husband. I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck you left your husband. I still love you for you. Yeah. Think I give a fuck who you leave or what you do? I love you for you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? At the end, Mom, you're gonna you cheated on my dad? Guess what? I still fucking loved you. Dad, you fucking did what you did. No comment, because I won't even go that far with him. Let me tell you, he knows what he did. He knows what we saw as kids. I'm going to tell you right now, and I still fucking loved you. I never fucking walked away. But you fucking walked away from me the second I divorced because you love this guy so fucking much. But that just shows you, that's why I'm trying to tell you, they didn't fucking love me like they loved others. And it is because, you know why? Because I loved God, and my dad was against it. When I was younger, I never told you this, but my dad used to pick on me because I wanted to go to church at the age of fucking 16 and got my ass beat. So at the end of the day, they thought I was at a party and I wasn't. And I loved God, and my dad used to make fun of me. He's all, yeah, well, what did this God do for you? That's the shit I used to go through, persecution for doing the right thing. Well, guess what? Love Trump, guess what? Got worse for me. Yeah, got divorced, got even worse for me. Yeah. So the decisions I made, I'm not saying that everybody had to agree with me. It's okay. Yeah. We all have our own opinions, our own whatever. I wanted to voice my shit for Trump. Fine, whatever. But that doesn't mean I have to be hated on that. I'm still Michelle. I'm still me. I just have a different opinion, a different view of shit. I have my own fucking mind that God gave me, my own brain. And I don't tell you how to dictate your life. I don't tell you how to pay your bills, how to raise your children. I don't tell you how you're going to love this person, love that person.
But me, I feel that there always had to be some kind of control. And since I never gave that control and I always stood by my shit, I just never received the love that my sisters had got or anyone else. But you know what? Like I said, I don't give a fuck anymore. I know that what I did was right, and I know what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
And I will never forgive. I won't say forgive. I'll never forget what they're fucking doing to me. When I needed them the most, they were like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, okay, cool.
It's hurtful. And, you know, especially with family, you know, you feel alone, abandoned, and just kind of disregarded. And I could empathize on that because we've all felt that. We've all felt that little alone, discarded sense where you just feel like, you know, you just want to be, you know, back in their good graces. But, you know, for whatever reason, it's their choice at the end of the day.
I've always loved my family, though. That's why it's weird that, like, I've always tried to be good. You know, you've been there at my dad's house before. Like, we've all been cool. Like, but like I said, hate it for the stupidest shit is beyond dumb.
Yes, absolutely.
Honestly. But I think everybody has problems with their parents here and there. You know, it's a known fact. But like I said, I'm moving on. I had the courage to just block everybody. The last person I actually reached out to before I got this number was, I think I got this number, like 6 months ago?
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, a while ago, right? Text my mom and I was like, hey, Mom, I just want to let you know that I changed my number. To this motherfucking very first day, I have not heard from her. Not even a okay, nothing. I've not heard shit. And for me, I'm like, wow, like, I don't even know what to feel anymore. I feel like, damn, I guess it's just a done deal. Don't look for them.
Yeah.
And I've always looked for them, Jeezy, my whole fucking life. I always looked for Desiree when Desiree hated me. And I always looked for Valerie when Valerie hated me. I always looked for people when they hated me. But guess what? You know what? I'm not looking for them anymore.
Yeah.
They can look for me now.
Yeah.
And if they don't want to look for me, guess what? It's not expected because people are
it's
just
sad,
cold-hearted.
but I think it probably won't, you know, like how they always say, like when people become estranged, it'll probably be during a funeral or something.
I don't even want him at my fucking funeral. I told Gabby.
She literally told me, she's like, I'm writing down on my will that you're not gonna let any of my family except like you, Jeezy, me, Taylor. She's like, that's it. She's like, I don't want my son, I don't want my mom, I don't want my dad. You're gonna make sure of it. I'm like, okay, I ain't promise I'll do it, but okay.
Unless they come the way I came humbly and apologize for the shit that they've done to me and for leaving me where they are. I'm telling you right now, I don't care. I don't want them at my fucking wedding. I don't want them in the hospital. I don't.
We don't know what the future holds. You know, people could have a change of heart. People could realize, hey, you know what?
And I agree with that. Because I did.
Exactly, for that reason. They'd be like, you know what? Messed up. You know, I see it there. It doesn't matter about the choices you make. What matters is the respect and love you have for me and one another. So it's like,
you know what? Jeezy, and I'm all about that. Look, if you come to my door and you apologize to us and you apologize for things you did, I'm okay with that. I'll forgive you and we can go on. Maybe Andrew will take me a long time though. I'll still forgive you, but I won't really want to talk to you as much right now. I have a lot of anger because like when you raise a fucking kid all by your goddamn self with Caesar, because Caesar was a very good stepdad.
Good.
You know what I mean though? Like hell to the no. I rather had Caesar dance with my son than from his bitch ass Rebecca. You know, that didn't do shit in his life but caused turmoil. This bitch couldn't even pay for a $3 tag. You remember that, Rebecca? She couldn't pay for a fucking $3. She had a fit. She had a fit about paying underwear for him when I told him to pay. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to get into the fucking story. God knows the truth. Okay. So my thing is this. Like, I'll forgive what you said, what you're saying. I believe that. But if I die during the process of them never coming to me, because I always came to them, I swear to you, because God knows my heart, I do not want them at the fucking hospital on my last death. I will not ask for them.
Maybe
I will not
take
ask
that
for
realization. So
and that's fine. You know what? They can boo-hoo for me after because their tears ain't gonna mean shit. I'm being the fucking grave 6 feet deep and my body's gonna be in heaven. So I'm good and I don't want shit from them. At the end of the day, I feel so great saying that because it's the first time in my life that I can say that I feel this way. I feel free. It doesn't sound like I'm free, but I'm free. Because before I'd be like, oh my God, they hate me. Oh my, oh man, I gotta make it right. But my sister doesn't talk to me. No, you know what? I don't give a fuck anymore. Mm-hmm. I did all I did for you, Desiree. I fucking did everything I did for you.
Honestly,
I did everything for my fucking mama.
You tried.
Everything for my daddy. When my fucking mom left my goddamn dad, my dad would cry. Mm-hmm. And you know what I did? Me and Caesar would go over there and fucking make sure it was good. I would read the Bible with him. Then you know what I'm saying? I did that for you, Dad. I did that for you. And then my mom over there, like, oh, you know, my mom only came back because she heard my dad was seeing some other girl. And she was beautiful, by the way. she was beautiful. And my mom came back into life all of a sudden, but whatever. At the end of the day, I've seen it all. And I never left Desiree ever. And that's what hurts me the most, is the person I thought the most that wouldn't leave me out of everybody was her. And when I cannot fucking believe into this. I'm still in awe how shady she was to me. So you know what? I feel like me and her, the only way we would work out is if she came crying and I would forgive her, or we fucking saw each other and we beat the shit out of each other. Because I would feel so much better beating the shit out of her and letting her know how I really feel. And I feel like that. I'm not just saying this. If I were to see her right now, I'm telling you, that's what would go down. I would be like, you disgust me, and it's going to start a big fight. If I see her in public, I'm so scandalous and I'm so angered that I'm going to say something. I'm going to say something. I don't shut up for nobody.
No, I know.
I don't
You're
shut
very
the fuck
vocal
up.
about that. That's for sure.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, remember, I go back to just saying that anger you're holding on to. It's like,
I can't help it right now. It's like, I do got to let go. And my way of letting go was,
because here at the end of the
silent.
day, you can't control or situation. The situation, it's like
I'm gonna beat that bitch's ass. I'll give a fuck what nobody says. I'm gonna beat Desiree. I'm gonna beat that ass. I'm gonna beat that ass. When I see you, just come to my house because we can square it out. It could be that fast.
At the end of the day, you don't have to understand why they made the choices. You just have to know that they made the choice not to be in your life. And I think those are the things you just have to accept.
You know what I think? I think Desiree's a coward. I think she's like my dad. I think she pulls away from family instead of love. She goes more in the direction of, what do you do? She loves that whole mockery of mocking people or whatever. But she actually has a really good heart. It's kind of crazy. But she has like that side of my dad that I wish she didn't have. Because if she didn't have that side of my dad, we'd be super dope right now. But she does. She doesn't realize it, but she does. She's just like my fucking dad. Because my dad is a very just cut off, kind of like, I don't give a fuck to see you, even if you're family. I don't care if you're my grandkids or not. And that's Desiree. I mean, for you not to even ask for my son, Nathan, really hurts me. Nathan's looking for her. Yeah. He's been looking for her. And for Desiree to do that just makes me sick to my stomach. And Vanessa, I don't really give two shits about in a way, because she left a long time ago, never really stayed connected to my kids, so I can really fucking care less. Yeah. She's the last person I care to even talk about, actually. So we can move on to another subject. I really don't give a fuck.
It sucks when they take it out on the kids. Like, what does the kid have to do with it? What does Nathan have to do in this? Beautiful. Nathan has this beautiful heart. He's like all about family, but the family turned on him too because of Michelle. And that sucks. Like, he has nothing to do with it. Just take it. That's how I'm like, it sucks. And it just sucks how people don't realize too late. Like, I like what she's talking about, because people don't. She can't find the bathroom. Okay. People don't realize it until it's too late. Like she said, at your funeral, once a person is gone, and then
they're gone.
They're crying like if they even cared, but it's too late to even apologize. It's too late. Like, you can't do anything anymore. They're gone now, and it
will take those large monumental things to happen, like death. Yeah. Like, to just reality of like, hey, they're not coming back. They're not going to ever talk. It's out of your control. Yeah. You know, right now the control is like, I don't have to have that person in my life. And I get it. That's your choice. You don't like the choices they make for whatever reason, and you don't want to be associated. That's your choice, 100%. Yeah. But at the end of the day, it's like you're going to probably regret it. You know, it's not worth it. It's not worth to hold on to whatever anger or whatever bitterness or frustrations or just, you know, opinions you have about them. They're gone.
Yeah. Like I said, because like you never know when it's going to be somebody's last day.
You never know. You
never know. Because I'm like, what if I would have died in that car accident?
Yeah.
Like, all the people that were hating on me at that time, what were you guys going to do? Show up at my funeral, cried about it, even though you guys stopped talking to me a couple months ago? And some people did show up at the hospital. Yeah. People that I stopped talking to, like, months ago because we got at it or something. They showed up crying at the hospital thinking that I was, like, dead or something. Yeah. And they walked in my room, and I was like, what are you doing here? Like, what? Like, it took this big accident, me almost dying, for you to finally show up and apologize. Yeah. Like, that's, I'm like, ugh. But then I gotta remember, at the end of the day, not everyone's gonna like you, and you're not meant to be in this world to like you. And I read this quote. Saying, the day that everybody likes you shows that you're, like, the fakest person in the world.
Really?
Yeah, nobody's gonna like, because that means that person's fake with everyone.
Mm-hmm.
You can't please or pleasure
No,
everyone in
you
life.
can't please everyone. That's why you have to go about your business.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't like you, then it's not your concern. It's their hang up. All you can do is just be you. That's why. What did I always tell you before this? It was like, your opinion is the only opinion that matters.
Yeah, and I learned that. That's why now I'm just like,
yeah.
It still hurts you.
It hurts, but I don't really show it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really like, because then people take advantage of those emotions. Like, I was like, I don't show like my true, like, oh, it hurt. What can I do? Like, there's nothing I can do anymore. It's gonna keep hurting, but it's like,
yeah. Absolutely, man. I feel like we just went on a downer. How about we pick it up?
Hype it up. Sorry, guys.
I love it because this is real. When I listen to people's podcasts, I'm looking for what's real. I don't want to give a shit about all the other stuff. I'm like, get to the point. What's real that I can relate in my life that's going to help me?
Plus, this is therapy. So, yes.
It's been therapy.
We're
Lord help me, Jesus. I'm about to pray after this.
At least his therapist doesn't call me stubborn. My first therapist called me stubborn.
Really?
What?
I know. I was like, is a therapist supposed to call a person stubborn? I was like,
yo, bitch,
give me that refund.
Right? And then I went to another therapist, but then now I'm on my third or fourth therapist.
Really?
Okay, wait, hold up. If you gotta go for hold up. If you gotta have one therapist, okay. 2, maybe because you didn't like it, but you have 3 or 4. Who's the problem, the therapist or you, bitch?
I think honestly it's just me. It's like, because they try to tell me, like, they try to correct me, and I don't like it. I'm like, no, I have my own opinion, and I stand on my ground. I stand on my opinion, and you're not gonna change it. And I know I can't do that, but I just can't help it. Like, are you telling me how to feel? Are you telling me that this is right, this is wrong? But I know what's right in my world. Like, that's how I was like, dang, hold up.
Well, I mean, their job.
Just so beating. I'd be like, bitch, which one? Who else you want to go to? Because I cannot handle you. I'm done with you.
Their job is to just show you and give you their perspective.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're not supposed to.
But when they tell me you're wrong, like, no, I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Nobody's wrong. Like,
no, yours is next.
Who's I had to call my insurance. Can you send me to another one? This one's not listening to me.
Yeah, I had a therapist one time. I know you.
I always wanted to try therapy. I wanted to kind of like, I consider myself pretty smart, and I kind of want to know how we could kind of like get to the root of things. So like,
you know what? When I went through my divorce, I had a therapist, like she said, yo, she's wild. She was some Asian lady, right? And she was like, how you doing? Aww. And I'm like, oh, I'm good. It's so cool. She was so sweet. And I just absolutely hated her though, because she just always asked me about my piano skills. Ever since she heard about my piano skills, I was like, okay. And she would talk about her nephews and how they loved the drums and piano. And she would always talk about church. It was cute. Aww. And I loved it. But I was like, dude, who's in fucking therapy? Me or you? I can't be talking about your shit. What about me? Like, I felt like, fuck this. And that's when I stopped. I needed therapy for real.
I just hated my very first one, the one that called me stubborn. I just didn't like her because, like, she'd be like, okay, tell me how you're feeling. I'll tell her what I'm going through. I'll tell her, oh, this happened. And she'll be like, you know why you're feeling like that? It's because there's this part of your brain where and she starts bringing up, like, the whole brain. And I'm like, I'm not in, like, a science class or anything. Like, I'm here to, like, just hear me out and don't bring up my brain. Like, like, what the fuck? That's why I was like, I'm done here.
I need more stuff to the heart.
She's
so
like,
are you still seeing a new therapist now, or
I stopped from my last one?
Yeah, Jameson.
Jameson's my therapist.
Well, up next podcast. This is your therapy. Let it out.
I just let all my shit out. I don't even care anymore. Look at somebody said, when you get tired of being tired, oh, you're going to know it. Well, guess what? I'm tired of being tired. And that's why I let it all out right now. I mean, this is what I feel. And I tell people, just be real. Like I said, when I go on shit, I want to know what's real. Yeah. Don't sugarcoat your shit. I don't want to hear that then. I'm going to turn your shit off. I don't want to fucking hear I could go and watch a fucking show if I wanted to sugarcoat it shit. I want the real deal. I've always been the real deal,
I think we're both, like, done at this point. Like, done with everyone. Done when we're like at the point where we don't care anymore. We're just like, I know.
Seen
like,
it all.
So I feel more
all.
free now. I feel more free. I feel like I can stand my ground now. Like I don't care anymore if I hurt your feelings. Like I'm gonna tell you the truth, whether you cry or not. Like I'll feel bad, but like it's like it's because sometimes people just deserve to know the truth, and like you can't be with these people that are lying to you about it. You know, like
I prefer if people be more honest and direct with me instead of lying, because then you're just not being real with me. You're not. You're being someone fake. And I don't want to be friends with somebody that's fake. I want to be somebody real that's going to be honest. Like, you're going to tell me, like, hey, geez, you got a big booger on your face. Like, you know, why don't you pick it?
Like,
oh, okay, cool, thanks. Yeah. You know, you're not going to make me feel like an asshole when I walk down the street.
Yeah. I don't know. I that's like what we've been feeling lately. That's why I'm like...
Yeah, I get it. I
I do feel more free though. Like I stopped talking to this guy that was mentally abusing me, and ever since then I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm finally like over this. Like, cause it took a while. It took like 7-8 months of like him mentally abusing me and me letting it happen. And then
being too nice.
I'm being more. Yeah, I'm not being too nice anymore. I'm trying. I still try to be nice, but like if people pull my buttons, then or push my buttons down, I'm just like, I'm gonna. I totally forgot.
And we're back.
Hi.
How's it going, everybody?
Guess who's back?
Guess who's
again. Tell a friend.
Yeah, we had to take a little pee break, but here we are. Do you need to? Oh,
I gotta go.
Well, if you gotta go, Michelle. Very refreshing, huh?
Yeah.
Just letting it out, not balling it up.
Okay, we had a downer conversation. Now hype it up a little.
It was a little down, but hey.
It was a little down, but it was the truth.
It's therapy session. This is where we let it out.
Yeah.
We can't hold up any emotions because it becomes toxic. Like I said, that Mark Twain quote that I first sent you guys or shared with you guys.
The very first podcast we did together.
Yeah, it was like, you know, that anger, that whatever, it could be more harmful to the vessel than what you do with it. So
I need more. Show me more quotes.
There's a book actually called, I think it's Bartlett's. I could be wrong, but yeah, it's a book of quotes.
I would love a book like that.
Wait, what is it?
A book of quotes?
A book of quotes.
There's this one. Okay, so there's this one book. Since we're speaking of books, real quick. So I don't like reading books.
Recommend.
It's not that I don't like. Yeah, I don't like. It's not that I don't like reading.
Audiobooks.
I don't even like that. I'll just be like, no.
I'll do an
I fall
audiobook.
asleep. I just don't like reading. I'll read, but it's weird. I don't like to read. Maybe it's because college just did a number on me after since then I hate fucking reading. So I just don't do books. So this one book, there's this guy's like, if you don't like reading, this is the book for you. Picks up this book and it says what men can do for women that will just absolutely please them through life. He picks it up and the whole book he opens up, it's all blank. He was like, it's literally an authored book, and it says nothing at the end. There's nothing he could ever do. So I was like, that's my type of fucking book. That's one I would actually purchase.
In my experience with life, yes, there's a lot of women that are very contradicting themselves with what they want. They say they want one thing, but then they don't want it. Or once they get it, like, I don't want it. And it's very much like that oxymoron, kind of like, you know, contradictoriness to it. I guess we could all kind of be that way. You know, when you want something and then you get it, you kind of realize, I don't really want it.
Yeah, you're like, I got it now, I don't need it no more.
Yeah, or like, I got it, like,
I feel like that about my cars. Every time I get a car, I'm like, oh, I really wanted it. And then, like, 6 months later, I'm like, I didn't really want it.
She's like, next car.
Like a buyer's remorse. You know, it's a real thing. Yeah, the buyer's remorse. You know, you get something and then you're like, you know, the want of wanting it is actually better than actually having it. You know, there's like, there's stuff like I collect, you know. It's like, like, oh, wow, that looks really cool. And then when I get it, I'm like, okay, I got it.
I'm like, I have it now. Cool.
Yeah, it's like, I got it
what
now.
else can I say?
What else?
Everything I ever wanted is always illegal. Like, if I can have one thing I wanted, I would say it'd be like a fight club.
Wow. A girl fight club, that'd be cool.
Wait, take out your anger,
I don't even care.
what?
Guys and girls.
I don't know. You could probably set it up on OnlyFans, you know?
There you go.
An OnlyFans fight club. Like,
My own shit.
just start
OnlyFans.
beating the shit out of each other. Just
I feel like honestly, it's gonna sound stupid, but you know how people have a lot of issues, right? I really feel like if they were just to fight it the fuck out, because I mean, I fought my enemies before. It's weird, and like when I fought them, we became friends after. It's weird. I just feel like sometimes you just have to slap the shit out of each other.
And that happened with you and Serena?
Yeah, well, yeah, I was thinking of that. So that happened between me.
Oh, that was the first example I thought of. I was like, hey,
yeah, we fought, right? Beat the shit out of each other, and then like probably like 2 weeks later, we're like, oh, we're friends again. So I feel like sometimes it has to be an eye for an eye.
You know what I think it is? I think a lot of people can't express themselves in words, and so it goes to that primal instinct of like, you know, and just fucking beat the shit out of each other.
We're like natural beasts, like for real. We're natural animals. Like inside, we're like, oh, like don't fuck, we don't cross the line. Yeah. I mean, well, at least I am. I'm like, don't fuck, we don't cross the line.
We get angry. Yeah. We're like, and just beat each other.
Fighting would be a good thing.
I feel like I would never fight. I would never. I feel like I'm just too like nice.
Argue match.
Yeah, I'll argue with you, but I'll literally cry after the argument because I feel bad. Like I'm like that. I'm like, oh, I yelled at somebody today. Like, I had to be mean to somebody.
You have a kind heart.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I can't fight anybody. I don't like. I feel like even if somebody came up to me and punched me, I'd be like, wait, hold on, what are you doing?
Yeah, like, wow.
That's how I'm like, I can't fight. I really can't fight.
Somebody punched me. They better. What is your biggest pet peeve?
What is your biggest pet peeve?
When people chew with their mouth wide fucking open. I'm like, ew.
My nephew does that sometimes. I'm all like, dude, close your mouth. Like I don't want to see your food.
Spitting out everywhere. They're like.
That too.
I just did that. I'm kidding. I always do that. I'm just kidding. Dude, I'm such an idiot.
That's so funny. Yeah, I make it a habit. Like the guy from Aviator when he's all scratching himself with the soap. I hate having like dirty fingernails. If you ever notice, you'll never catch me with dirty fingernails. So I'm always trim and clean. It's just like
me.
Something about having dirty hands and
I'm always scratching my butt cheeks. I be all up in them. Scratch and sniff.
Scratch and sniff, huh?
Look at your nails.
Like, what did I eat?
That was from earlier. Okay, I like this question. It says, what was your favorite trip you've ever taken? Because you just went on trips.
You did.
Nah, people in New York are weird. No, people in New York. Nah, not New York. Hawaii. I loved Hawaii. Hawaii was the best one.
Was the weather nice?
It was really hot. It was really humid. It was like humid hot. Especially at night. It was really humid. I was like, ugh.
No.
I've never been to Hawaii.
It's so beautiful. The water.
I feel like it's like our backyard, California. So it's kind of like, it'll be there waiting for me when I want to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went with my grandma and my cousin. And me and my cousin, we had to sneak out because my grandma's like strict. She was like, we had to be in bed by 8. I would tell my cousin, I was like, get ready.
It's early, yeah, go.
When she knock out, we leaving. And then like my cousin, like I feel bad. She's never gotten drunk. And like the first time I got her drunk there the first night, I was I'm so bad. She like fell down on her butt in the elevator. She was like, it was like midnight. She's like, I want sushi. I'm like, what the heck are we gonna get sushi right now? It's midnight. I'm like, hold on.
I love those, like, because Michelle knows, like when we used to go out back in the younger days, go drinking, and then you're just at Jack in the Box or Taco Bell, or you're like, what place?
After like the shark bar, you were that taco place. What the fuck was it called?
Theo's Tacos.
Was it?
Yeah.
Theo's Tacos. That's downtown Riverside, right?
No.
Oh my goodness.
The one off of Sunnymead.
Yeah, Theo's Tacos.
That was it. They don't have it anymore, huh?
No, they changed it.
Yeah, but that was a spot.
But there was also Tijuana's Tacos.
Oh, okay, that was good.
I
never been there.
I love the tortas there.
Yeah, tortas.
I love the tortas.
That's what he said. Oh hell no!
There was this stupid TikTok. They were like, "What are you, Mexican or whatever?" Or what did she say? She said, "Barbecue."
Barbecue. What are you, like a Brad doll or a Barbie doll? A barbecue.
I thought that was so cute. When I saw that, I was like, I'm dead. Oh, you know what? Hold up. I have to tell Jeezy this. Wow. I had to tell Jeezy what happened. Okay, so we pull up to your house, right?
Yeah.
And that guy, which is your security right here, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to park right here, I'm just going to park here. And I turned to him and I rolled down my window because I wanted to park on the side of your house right here. Okay. And then I was like, hey, can I park right here? Because I wasn't trying to park inside. And he was just like, you can park over there. Like, he tells you over here, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then I was all like, I rolled my window. I was like, tell the girls. So that's a no. That's a no, right? And then so then it was funny.
Basically, in a nice way.
So we were talking shit after that. You know me, I can't give it up. So then I turn around. I'm like, hey, I was like telling him, I should go ask him, can I talk on my phone right here? And then he's going to tell me, you can talk on your phone. And then I was like, I wonder if I can walk right here. I was like, can I walk right here? You can walk over there. So then I told him when I was walking up, I was like, damn, I wonder if I go to him, I say, can I fart right here? He's going to be like, you can fart over there. So it just became like this joke now. Like, you know, like he could have just said, no, you can't, you know. But
I think he just didn't want an audience of how lazy he is just chilling there.
No,
so.
And I told her that. Well, actually, I didn't say that. I said he doesn't want me to see that he's watching porn and jerking Yeah.
Oh, I caught him asleep a few times, and it's different guys. So they always chill right there. And I was like, what the fuck? You know, what are you guarding? Like, your dreams?
Exactly. And it's crazy because there was the dog was all looking at us. He's like I was like, yo. But it was funny, though. It just became like this thing where I was like, damn, I guess he could have just said no. But he was just like, you could park over there. I was like,
he looked around, he was like, over there.
He's so dramatic.
You should have said, like, well, can I just park here?
No, I should have just parked there and got out and slapped his dog and walked inside. I should have busted a Michelle thing. Yeah, I'm crazy. The dog had nothing to do with it. Dude, we're off the chain. But you know what? I don't know.
Good times.
Good times.
Yeah.
I'm all looking.
We're going to have some more good times.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
So wait, your birthday's coming up.
Saturday.
Crazy.
Benihana's. You're welcome to come. So, you too, Taylor.
Where?
Benihana's. The only one that's around here. Ontario. Have you ever been there?
I've heard of it, but I've never gone.
It's a hibachi. So
I never went there. I've always seen it, but I've never actually been there.
Really? We've gone to the one for Aisha's birthday. That's the one we.
No, that's the Riverside one, like Uka or O.
Yeah, that one's really good too.
Yeah,
I thought it was shitty.
I liked it. It was good.
But I don't like it personally. But I'm sure Benihana is like 50 times greater than that. I mean, it has a name for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they just do a little show, the same.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for your birthday. That's cool. And then we have Nate's birthday coming up.
You know what's funny? I almost forgot my birthday. Because I'm like, kind of like at that age now where it's like, birthdays aren't what they used to be. We're like, oh, we're going to go do this. We're going to go like, I don't know. Also being a dad now, it's kind of like,
yeah.
It's not about me anymore.
Back then it was like, let's go to Vegas. Right? We all went to Vegas, partied up. Now we're like, let's go to Vegas, but we're going to go eat the buffets. We're going to go sit and lounge. Yeah. We're going to sit and lounge and watch other motherfuckers.
Yep.
Nah, but not me, actually. When I go to Vegas, I still turn up. I was at the Venetian at like, they didn't even close the Venetian until like 4 a.m. for a pool party. I was out there like, hey. I was fucking drunk. Like, it was so much fun. Like, I literally always turn up over there. I don't even know why.
We only had the one day for last year. We went to Lovers and Friends, and you were there too. Yeah, you were there for a couple days, right?
I was there for 3 days.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm gonna turn up. That's when I actually ended up going to the Venetian.
That was a turnaround trip for us. It was like, all right, we're just going to the.
Yeah.
And I was so dead tired. I was
really?
Like, yeah,
I was like fist pumping like I was on the Jersey Shore. I was like, let's go.
My back.
You know, yeah. You're like my neck and my back. You're like my neck and my back. Me, nah. I was like, when I saw Mariah Carey, it was lit. Even though I had to wait all day for that bitch to come out.
I know.
I was like, damn, bitch. But it's funny. Ruben was like, oh my gosh, she's good in person. She really was. She's really good in person. She's so spoiled. It's ridiculous.
think she phoned it in.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think she undersang.
Oh, no, 100%. She's 100%. Okay, so
she
Mariah
just rushed it too.
No, because Mariah's like this. I noticed this. When she goes to any kind of festival like that, for real, she's like petty. She'll show her presents like, oh, darling, like, and then she's done. And then, but like when you go to her shows, she's like, this is my shit. Like, I own this shit. Yeah. She has a different persona, it's just different. But you know she's in Vegas in April.
Is she doing a residence?
Ooh, okay, I see you. Sorry, he was all dancing. I'm like, she's actually only there for, she's doing a total of 2, 4, 6, 8. I want to say 8 shows. She's doing a Friday and a Saturday, and a Saturday, and something like that. But only April, she's out of there. She's only going to Vegas for a little bit. But now I gotta fucking look because I had your thing coming up, Nathan's thing coming up. So I think the following. I just might go to her shit. So I'm like really up. I have to go. I mean, come on, I have to fucking go.
Hey, they'll be having some good shows and people here at that Yamava.
Oh, I don't even know.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
I always see like when like I'm driving. I always see like when we're driving those little things.
Yes.
Yeah, those little posters of
the billboards.
I was like, but I've never gone there. I was like, isn't it like a casino?
Yeah, it's a casino.
It's a casino.
It
where
used
they have
to be
concerts.
San Manuel.
Yeah.
Okay,
And then they changed it.
Did you go? Have you been there?
Yes.
I thought I saw you and her.
Yeah, we were there recently for our date night because we always make it a date night.
Okay. So how did you like it? What did you get to see there?
It's beautiful. We went to Rock and Brews.
I told you we should go there. After
They have a Rock and Brews there, and they had a cover band.
You can't take the baby there though, huh? You can't take the baby inside?
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't recommend it.
No, but it's beautiful inside. That's
It is. It's very nice.
Inside.
They did it all for like the Year of the Dragon because, the Year of the Dragon.
Ooh, okay.
So it was pretty nice.
It's so nice there. I think people underestimated when I was telling them that how nice it was. Like I was telling Juicy, you gotta go.
Yeah.
It's really nice. I lost my car in there.
Well, we're still trying to figure out the neighborhood. So we're like, all right, where's the hot spot to go for drinks, for food?
Like driving around. Trying to,
Well, remember I told you there was a spot that we went to called Celebrities. Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was telling me about it.
But that was kind of like a little ratchet, but not too ratchet.
That's your kind of place. A little.
No, that's Amanda's kind
Because you like more like the ratchet
I do,
music, ratchet like like.
It's like a cross between Applebee's and the Shark Bar.
Okay, then yeah.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's
your
kinda
place. That's your
tame.
place.
It's kind of tame, but the people there show up a hood.
I can't do this. I can't do Shark Bar no more.
No. Oh yeah, she was telling
I
me.
can't do Shark Bar no
It's
more.
pretty grimy.
No, it's beyond grimy.
It's grimy.
There's no words for it. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, so I went to the Shark Bar the other day,
Yes.
like right, because my friend was having a bad day, so I was like, or a bad night, so I was like, all right, let's go. When I showed up over there was these dudes. Okay, I hate talking about it because I feel
Go
bad,
ahead.
but they were like blasting their music. I'm talking about like beyond. I don't know how they got illegal
Annoyingly
speakers
now.
like that, and I'm like sitting there screaming at my friend in the parking lot. They get out. One dude gets out. He has like what do you call those tall cans? He's
Yeah.
like dancing like this, like
Oh,
just
shit.
dancing like
Feeling
a
himself.
gangsta. Yeah, the other guy gets out smoking weed on theirs. I'm like, what the fuck? These guys roll in on bikes. It's hella. I was like, where the fuck am I at? So yeah, I just couldn't do it. The environment just wasn't for me. I was
Classy,
like,
real
ugh.
classy.
And I just felt that I never told myself I'm too good for this place. I never was like that. But then at that moment, I caught myself saying,
Yeah.
I'm too good to be here.
Well,
I got to
you're
go.
too grown for that. Like,
Yeah.
probably when you were younger, you probably, whatever. It's a vibe. It's whatever.
It was different though when we were younger.
When we were younger, yeah, you didn't care. You were just happy to be out.
Yeah.
Didn't matter where it was. It was like we were out. We were like in a shitty ass backyard, God knows where, what city. We didn't know, but we were out. I think that was our attitude back then.
Yeah, you're right.
I've never gone there. I was like, but hearing it from you, I'm like, I don't want to go.
People
over
have been
there
shot and
anymore.
stabbed there.
Oh,
Facts.
hell no, dude. For sure, I'm not going.
Yeah. You just went there for a shot?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even want to go there for a shot no more. I'm gonna get stabbed.
In the day it's different though. In the day it has different vibes. In the night is where you don't want to be there.
Okay, I
Yeah.
hate partying during the day.
You know, we went
I
there
hate
kind of
it.
at night.
Yeah, if you're going, like, say, right after work, you're okay. But when it gets to, like, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, it's like, I better start exiting.
It sucks because I can't like go to bars during the day. I can't. I'm more like I'd rather go at night.
I mean, I could do whatever.
I feel like going out and then seeing the sun. Like I'm like no, thank you. I'm like no, thank you.
Well, especially now, I mean, the sun barely went down. I can still see the sunlight. It's like
It was hot
7:30.
as fuck today. I was like, hell no. I'm like, this is how gonna be.
On days where I see the sun, I just shoot at it. No, I'm just kidding.
Go down.
I'm like, it was raining and she got sunburned.
Ooh.
Oh, for real?
You
'Cause
got,
we
she
went
got
to the
sunburned.
beach the other day, and it was sprinkling, and like the sun wasn't even out like that, and I still managed to get sunburned.
Really?
I was like, I hate my skin. No, I really
So dramatic.
I hate my skin. Like it's so sensitive. I'm in the sun for 5
'Cause
minutes
you're
and
so
I'm
white.
sunburned. I know I'm white. I'm like, what?
When we went to Orange County or whatever, and I arm wrestled that girl.
Arm wrestling, huh? What was that about?
She was on a good one. She was on a good one. The girl was on a good one.
just
That
buff.
girl was hella buff. She had like, I was like, yo, like she didn't look she was buff, but she was pretty.
She didn't look like she was buff. That's why I thought Michelle was gonna win, and she was like, "Let's go." I was like, Michelle lost. I was like, I was in shock.
I was like, I gave up. I was like,
No.
I'd rather just sit here drinking and eating. I'm good.
I need another shot.
Then we met some really cool people.
I know.
Well, I think it's been past an hour, so we're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
And guess
We gotta go to
what?
the
You're
gym
gonna
after
have the
this.
floor.
Why? Okay, take me. I need to go.
No, yeah, it's fine. I might chill with Nate.
There you go.
I gotta go to the gym.
Well, like always, I'm gonna leave you to say your final words, thoughts, or opinions. Anything you want to share with us before we wrap it up?
Fuck the bullies.
Fuck the police.
Stop being
Oh my
nice.
God.
What
yeah.
else?
I was-
Not everyone's
no,
gonna
never
like
mind.
you in life.
She said something, but I won't bring it up. But go ahead.
What did I say?
Nothing.
Go
on.
Now I want to know.
Go on.
Now I want
Go
to know. Why'd you say it? Why'd you say that?
Okay. Were you arrested for the accident?
Was I what?
Were you arrested for the accident?
I was arrested. I was. Oh my
I had
god.
that.
Don't get locked up.
Don't get locked up.
Okay.
When you're driving, don't look back, guys. Cause fuck, you hit parked cars.
Why are you gonna arrest me?
I got
Did you
arrested
try
because
to
they
ask
found
him?
alcohol in my system, and they're
Oh.
like, no, and I like as soon as the cops got there, I was like, I know, you guys are gonna test me.
Wait, now grab, give her the thing.
Okay.
Welcome Taylor with us.
Okay, so we were planning on taking the blame for Gabby.
Okay.
So this girl, the cops get there. I start walking up to him, and Gabby goes, "It was me! It was me!" I was like,
My car.
I wasn't gonna let them take the blame. It really was me.
And that's honorable.
I gotta deal with the consequences at the end of the day. I was like, I'm not gonna let someone take the blame for me. I was like, sorry. And then
sat there with a homeless man.
I found it so funny because the cop didn't even know how to put handcuffs on me.
I was gonna ask, but you said it.
He like looked at me and then he went and go talk to the other cop and then he goes, "Do you mind sitting in the back without handcuffs?" I was like I'm gonna try to run away. Like what the heck?
What am I gonna do? Yeah.
I
Should
know.
have like swung on him like this to see if he would get.
Like flinch.
I had to ask,
It was-
or I had to bring it up. I don't know.
It was a funny memory. It was funny. And then I got to the station. It was funny. I was crying. I got to the station and they handcuffed me and like I started crying even more when they like handcuffed me next to like a crackhead. I was like, hell no. I was wearing this dress. It was a guy too. It was like this crackhead. It was a guy and I was wearing like this dress because we just finished going out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I am not. And the crackhead looked at me and I was like, I started crying even more. I was like, hell no, get me the fuck out of here. I was
hell
like,
no.
no.
He's like, I'm Rick James.
Aw.
But it was funny.
Wait, hold up. What was she supposed to talk about?
I know this was your moment to say whatever you had to say. I interrupted. So.
Don't look back
So we're
while
gonna wrap it
driving. That's my shit. Don't look back while driving. If someone's dying in your backseat, let them die.
There you go.
It was you crashing.
Lesson of the day: keep your eyes on the road.
Right?
Don't take off your seatbelt.
I know.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna wrap this up here. Thank you guys for listening. As always, you guys have been very entertaining, and you guys are my top audience bringers of whatever little
Let us know if anybody
audience
ever
I
beats
get.
us.
Nobody will.
Okay, good.
Nobody will. You get,
I'm gonna have to do that Fight Club.
We'll live stream that,
Live stream that.
Yeah.
and then we'll get the the people to donate. It's like, yeah. So.
Give them money.
Well, thank you so much, guys. You guys have been a blast. I love when you guys come over. You guys are welcome, like always. Mi casa, su casa. And we're going to do it again, hopefully soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Signing off.
MC's out.
Love you guys.